If you have seen my previous video about the Pink Amaryllis or Belladonna, we planted these bulbs in fall, and over the winters, as the rains were starting, they grew really well. The leaves were about 1.5 feet long, and they're really healthy, as you can see. Uh, and We didn't have to water it, of course, because of the rains. And they kept on growing nicely. So this is the time when they store energy in the bulb. All the leaves are doing photosynthesis and storing energy in the bulbs for the blooms. By the end of April, they started to turn yellow, as you can see here. So that means, now the weather is becoming warmer, and, the foliage is going to die very soon. And by the beginning of May, basically the foliage died down. So at this point, even if you don't water the bulbs, it is fine, because there are no leaves to store energy. And as the summers started, and started to see those shoots popping up from some of these bulbs. Some of these bulbs, they are still dormant, but many of them started to grow like this. And you can see the buds forming very clearly there. And small bulbs are appearing. And you can see that the soil is really dry. I didn't have to really take care of it or do anything. Whatever water is coming, through sprinklers, that's fine. Otherwise, most of it is dry, and they are just popping out of nothing. And so they are already, by themselves, they are staggered. Some of them are still coming up, and some of them are already blooming. But it's nice to see the cluster of pink flowers in the garden now. So the only thing is that when the it's summertime, the foliage has died down. Don't water it so much that the water sits there. You actually don't need to water it at all. But if you do, just make sure that the water doesn't sit there. Otherwise, if they'll be sitting in the puddle, the bulbs will rot. And also, sometimes, some of the bulbs will not bloom at all, and that's because maybe they didn't get enough energy when the plant was collecting energy through the leaves. So maybe you want to put some extra phosphorus rich fertilizer in it, because phosphorus basically helps in the flowers. So it's pretty straightforward. You don't need to do anything. Just leave it in the garden and just make sure that they don't sit in the water. And when the time comes, the shoots will come out and they'll bloom, the way they want to. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.